FEN Elite Champion.
And kicking us off, that's right, this is right here, right now. Blake Syrase, Dan Green, one-on-one.
Oh man. Oh man.
Listen to the reaction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, competing out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, weighing in tonight at 181 pounds. He is the fallen dream chaser, Blake Syrase.
This man believes he is the best kept secret in professional wrestling, and you can easily tell from the reaction of the FEN faithful. They do not agree one bit. My God. You could feel the atmosphere change the minute this man's music hit and the minute he walked out through those curtains. This will be my first opportunity seeing Blake Syrase in the ring. I'm eager to find out what he's all about and what this crowd seems to already know. It's going to be an uphill battle, not just with this Cincinnati crowd, but with his opponent.
And introducing his opponent, competing out of Washington, D.C., weighing tonight at 215 pounds. He is the technical kingpin and your dynasty undisputed champion, Dan Green.
And you heard that correctly, the dynasty undisputed champion. He won that belt in a gauntlet where he outlasted 4 other competitors at Dynasty Warfare. And speaking of warfare, this whole arena feels like a battleground. Dan Green, a second-generation wrestler. This whole arena seems to have respect that they do not have for Blake Syrase placed in Dan's hands. Let's hope he can use that to his advantage. In the meantime, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. You take a look at size and experience alone, it is very blatant. Dan Green is the favorite, but you have to take into account Blake Syrase doesn't get that bad reaction for no reason. And here we go, bell rings. Blake Syrase warming up in the corner, it seems. But wait a second. Whoa! Dan Green not going to wait a second. Look at that drop kick, immediately goes for the cover. Already? No! Quick near fall right in the starting gates. You know, you hear that bell ring, you cannot afford to take your eyes off of your opponent, especially if he calls himself the Dynasty Undisputed Champion. I mean, come on. Dan Green is a certified star right now, and he took advantage of a huge opening that was given to him, just gifted to him by Blake Syrase, who is now getting his ass handed to him in the corner. And Dan Green showing us why he was the inaugural Dynasty Undisputed Champion. Gonna stomp away at the hands of Blake Syrase. I mean, Dan Green is as technically sound as they come. He definitely has a strategy right now, continuing the attack on the hands. Very slow-paced start to this match in favor of Dan Green. He is looking to continue the damage. My God! Syrase must be in agony right now. And that's the right hand, obviously the dominant hand of Blake Syrase. What's he gonna do without that hand? And now, locking in a cross armbar. And notice his grip is at the top of that right hand. Very little room for Blake Syrase to escape here. He has very few options. Oh, but that's impressive. He shifts the weight there. He's still got that armbar locked in. He's punching away and finally frees himself. Here we go. Oh, a little bit of a taunt off, and now we're at really the first stalemate of this match. This started one-sided, and now finally we have an even matchup. Dan Green, after the collar and elbow, he transitions into a waist lock and now a headlock on the ground with that beautiful takedown But wait a second. Right back to a standing base. Go Syrase. It's hard to not rhyme his name. And he goes off the ropes. So drop down. Leapfrog. Off the ropes again. Beautiful arm drag. All the effective offense thus far has come from Dan Green. Oh, big 2 count there. And that is not what you want to see if you're Blake Syrase, the Dynasty Undisputed Champion, getting you for 2 near falls in a row. It's still early, a headlock on the ground. Wait a second! Ran into a schoolboy from Syrase. He could have him here. Does he have him? No! Oh my God! And Syrase finds a way right back into this contest. Dan Green with the Irish whip, but here comes Blake Syrase. Blake Syrase finally getting some effective offense in. He gets thrown into the corner. Wait a second. Oh my God! A standing roundhouse from the apron. Back into the ring and connects with a gigantic flying knee. The cover. Is it enough? No. But there you go. Blake Syrase finding his way finally back into the match. And now this is really anybody's game. Syrase gonna drag a groggy Dan Green over to the ropes. Slap in the face. And now he's running the ropes, but here comes Green. Oh, wait a second. Oh, God. Connects with the back elbow to Syrase. And now he's got the cover for a 1 count only. My God. Now we're picking up the pace. Now that Blake Syrase has the advantage. Now, Blake Syrase, normally a high flyer, I believe, but he's got that arm lock. Locked in tight. The arm behind the head of Dan Green right now, who's trying to fight back into this. A little bit of a side of Syrase's game I did not expect to see tonight. Nonetheless, Blake Green coming back. Wait a second. Syrase now. This is what I was expecting. Wow. My God. What a flurry of offense from Syrase as he's heading off the ropes. Whoa. Oh. Went for the wrecking ball, Hurricane Rana, and my God! Dan Green countered by throwing him into the apron. Gets him back into the ring, and now calling for Syrase to get back to his feet. I have no clue what he could be looking for from the corner here. Oh, just throwing him down by the arm. Proficient takedown from Green. And wait a second. Green, oh my God! Stomping the arm in such a vulnerable position, now back into a cross arm bar, and he's got that left leg tied up too! Like a goddamn pretzel! Syrase in major trouble. He's not just having that arm worked, he's having the leg too! This is what Dan Green does better than anybody I know. He is such a technical wizard. And Syrase really finding himself in a lot of trouble. This hold has been cinched in for so long. At some point, you have to assume there's no escape. Wait a second, he got the leg free and now the arm as well. Syrase back to a standing base, but there comes Green. Spinning heel kick. Oh my God, and a single leg drop kick, another one. Ties him up. Oh, and a huge forearm to the back of the head. The last place you want to get hit with that big of a forearm. And now, Dan Green cinching in with a heel hold. That entire ankle being agonized. I mean, Dan Green has been so technically sound all match long. Syrase has been struggling to find an answer, but a couple kicks to the head will do it this time. Crowd on their feet. This has been a hell of a contest as we take a look back at some of the action. Looked like things were starting to turn in Syrase's favor until Dan Green is able to catch him out of that wrecking ball. Hurricane Rana delivering probably the biggest move of the match thus far. And now once again a stalemate. Dan Green is telling Syrase to bring it. He does with a big chop, but now a big forearm and a slap from Green. One more forearm knocks him down. And listen to this crowd in favor of Green. He's got the arm. Oh my God, what a kick. to the shoulder. And now, German suplex. Dragon suplex. Dan Green just pummeling Syrase. German suplex again. And a huge lariat. Syrase is down. He's got him hurt. Look at him groggy on his feet. Huge flatliner. And right into the Koji clutch. This move is as effective as it is pretty. And now Syrase in some serious trouble. Green is wrenching the spine. He's wrenching the neck. All the pressure is on Syrase to get out of this or tap out. The ref being consistent with his calls. But Syrase yet to give up still. He has had incredible stamina regardless of the submission hold that Dan Green has been able to apply to him. Koji clutch has been locked in for more than 30 seconds. I don't know many men who can last that long in that hold, but here is Syrase on his feet afterwards. DDT to Green. This is remarkable. And Syrase is heading to the top. Oh, wait a sec. Oh my God! Knees to the face from Dan Green, and just like that, it's right back in his favor. Calling for it. Is he looking to lock in the Capital Clutch? No! Can't quite get him up. Syrase is fighting him off. Can he get him up this time? No! Syrase is somehow shifting the weight over to his advantage, and now he's behind him. Look at this! Oh my God, a victory roll! A victory roll from Syrase! Oh, he got him! He got him! Big Syrase just pinned inside his undisputed champion!
The fallen dream chaser, Blake Syrase!
Are you kidding me? That came out of absolutely nowhere! We gotta take a look back at some of the action. Oh, I gotta catch my breath first though. It's hard to even argue that this was at all even. I mean, Dan Green had all the offense. Blake Syrase practically stealing the victory. Here's a huge shot to the back of the head. One of the moves that really put down Blake Syrase, and then this Koji clutch that lasted over 30 seconds. But he just couldn't get the Capital Clutch, and that's ultimately what cost him the match. Blake Syrase stole one with the victory roll. May not have been clean, but if that doesn't build momentum for a star, I don't know what will. He just pinned the inaugural Dynasty Undisputed Champion. Dan Green is pissed, rightfully so, but what are you going to do about it? Blake Syrase with the win here in Cincinnati.